Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kristen. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Tonight I'm guiding you through a yin yoga practice for the winter solstice energies. The winter solstice is the shortest day of the year and it connects us to the cosmic night or the illuminated darkness. And within this passage of the season, we can find the seed of light, the source of agni or inner fire that keeps us bright throughout the winter months. And if you enjoy tonight's practice and you'd like to join me for a 90-minute yin yoga and ritual practice for the winter solstice, then I'll leave a link below with more information on that. And tonight we'll get started by coming into a seated position. We're going to place the soles of our feet to the ground, readjust through your sits bones, and hug your knees in towards each other. Take a breath and lengthen up along the spine. Feel the abdomen compressing up to the thigh bones. And then we're rounding forward, hugging our palms to our shin bones and dropping the forehead towards the knees. Shoulders relax forward. And we'll begin by taking deep and full breaths into the back of the heart. Feeling the whole back body widen with breath. Expanding the space right between the shoulder blades. And then inhale and lengthen up along the spine. Take your palms behind you, lean back, lift through the chest. And now breathe into the center of the chest. Into the heart of the heart. Into the doorway, into the illuminated darkness, the divine feminine. And then draw the shoulders back over your hips. And now we'll extend our left leg forward. And we'll take the right foot and cross it over the left thigh, rooting down through the sole of the foot. And now bend through your bottom knee and draw the heel towards the hip, readjusting your sits bones so they're even on your mat. And then lengthen up along the spine and just gently hug your right knee closer towards the abdomen, closing your eyes. Massaging the solar plexus center, the center of fire in the body. And then take a breath, inhale and reach your left palm up, and exhale, twist over to the right. You can either hug the knee with the elbow or you can bring the arm in front of the knee. Feel the rotation up through the mid-back. Broaden the collarbone and let your chin float to your back shoulder. Closing your eyes. In the winter months, it's so essential to cultivate our agni, our digestive fire. keeping the inner fire burning bright during the dark days of winter. So that we can fully digest not only our foods, but all of our sensory impressions. Burning up wastes and toxins in the body and mind. And through this transformative process, extracting the nectar, the essence, the nutrient essence of all that we take in, so that it becomes like fuel for the fire. Let's take a couple more breaths, slowly unwinding back to center. Letting your spine relax, closing your eyes and feeling all the fluids of the body rushing back to the internal organs as we release the compression. And then we're taking the top knee and stacking it on the bottom knee. So this might feel challenging. If you do feel sensation for the knees, please slide a prop underneath the knees so there's no sensation in the kneecap. You can also come onto your back and take this same posture on your back with one knee stacked on top of the other. And then readjust through the sits bones. Let's lengthen up and soften the space between the eyebrows, the space of the chittakash, the space of consciousness, the cosmic night unfolding in the mind, absorbing the beauty and the essence of this divine feminine flow of energy that opens up during the winter solstice. And then as you're ready, folding forward over your thighs, and bringing props to rest your palms or your forehead, and simply relaxing here. Take several breaths to roll up from the base of the spine, stacking the organs as you lift, broadening the heart, and floating your head over your pelvis, closing your eyes for a moment. Feeling the agni, the fire through the solar plexus, rising up into the space of the mind, illuminating the darkness, balancing the elements of fire and space. And then as you're ready, you can lean back and you can unwind your legs, place your feet to the floor, and let's rock our knees from side to side, rolling over each hip. And then we'll come back to center and we're going to take that same little sequence on the second side. So this time we're extending the right leg forward, readjusting the sits bones. We're bending through the left knee and crossing the foot to the outer thigh. Take a breath here and simply hug the knee up towards the chest. And you can also bend your bottom knee and draw the heel towards the hip. Closing your eyes for a breath or two and really rooting down through the left sole of the foot, all four corners of that foot rooted, as the spine lengthens and reaches upwards towards the night sky. And we'll take a breath here, reaching the right palm up, breathing into the side of the rib cage, and then twisting from the abdomen over towards the left. Again, you can hug the elbow over the knee, or you can bring the arm bone in front of the knee for a deeper twist. Rotating through the rib cage, perhaps rotating through the neck as you turn and look towards the back shoulder. And close your eyes here. Simply allowing your breath to rise up into the back of the heart as we compress the lower abdomen. Breath into the center of the chest, the heart of the heart, the doorway into the divine feminine space. Inhaling to lengthen, last breath to deepen the twist. Unwinding back to center and pausing here. Holding space for the fluids to move back to center. And again, you can stack top knee on bottom, coming to shoelace pose, or coming onto your back and taking the same shape. Supporting between the knees. Adding props for your forehead. You can always bring the short edge of your prop to your forehead if you're not folding forward very far. And before we fold forward, let's pause again, just allowing the tissues to soften through the sacrum and the outer hips, lengthening up along the spine. And as you fold forward, again, we're compressing through the solar plexus and the internal organs. Shoulders relaxed, and back of the neck soft, and head heavy. Feeling your whole body wrapped in the container of the cosmic night, silent, still, filled with possibility and potential, filled with seeds of light. Slowly rising up, feeling the pathway of energy along the spine, from the tip of the tailbone all the way up to the base of the skull, and the spinal fluid flowing up and down, bathing the brain, soothing the mind. As you're ready, you can unwind and shake out your legs. Rocking over one hip and then the other. And we'll come down onto our back, so you can draw your hips forward. And as you lower down, make sure you have a little prop on hand, maybe a blanket or a cushion. As you come onto your back, float your hips up and add just a small amount of support under the sacrum so that the pelvis is propped and you can relax the weight of the pelvis down into this support. And we'll hug our knees towards our chest, and then we'll take our knees open towards the armpits and just pause here, and breathing through the inner leg lines and softening the hip joints and pelvis. And you can stay here if you'd like, or you can come into full happy baby pose, bringing the soles of your feet to the sky and just resting your arms alongside the outer lines of the legs. You might even just rest your palms at your knees and let the weight of the knees and thighs drop into the palms. So you're staying very passive through the upper body, the shoulders, neck, and jaw. Just floating here as you breathe. And this small lift through the pelvis helps the fluids to draw up the spine to the heart and brain. Creating a sense of relaxation and well-being through the body. A sense of receptivity, which is the essence of the yin practice and the essence of the divine feminine, the cosmic night, the receptive space. And in this receptive space, can you imagine that you're floating in the cosmic sky, held in this space, and that there's one shining star above you, the seed of light within the darkness. The light that's in the process of gestating and being born. And allowing that seed of light to drop into the heart space. Like a pure drop of divine love. well-being, and nourishment. Allowing the full weight of the pelvis and hips to drop towards the earth. Slowly drawing the heels back towards your body and helping your knees in towards each other. Hugging your knees to your chest and taking a full breath. Placing your feet down to the ground and slide away any props underneath you. Lengthening through the lower back, extending each leg forward and down as we move towards our final relaxation into Shavasana. And taking a full breath in and exhaling with open mouth. Imagining a drop of light at the heart space. This vibrant light nourishing you and sustaining you throughout the winter months. Feeling as it spreads through every cell of the body. And you might stay here in this space of rest as we Om to close our practice together. Within the sound of the Om, there's 3 separate sounds. A vibrates in the belly. O echoes in the chest. And vibrates at the throat and rises up to the eyebrow center, receiving the sound of the Om. And having a beautiful winter solstice. Namaste. For more yoga practices like these, please like this video, comment below, and share this video with a friend. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.